different ways really though to use it.
Yep.
At a clearance price of $19.96. It's the first time you're seeing it at that low price. And there are the 2 pans that you're getting from a name, Mrs. Fields, that so many of us know, so many love because of those awesome cookies.
Yep.
That she makes, but a great company.
It is. Mrs. Fields has been an American staple now for about 38 years.
Wow.
Debbie Fields started in Palo Alto, California in the 70s when she opened her first store. And we all have seen them in the malls and different things. And it's all about good cookies, consistent. And now she has married it with Cutie cake pan and a Cutie donut pan.
Well, I was holding these earlier when we met before the show. I mean, these are sturdy, heavy-duty, heavy gauge. I'm really impressed with the quality of the pans.
Do you think she would put her name on anything that wasn't seriously?
Of course not. Now, that would be silly, wouldn't it?
No, but just think about it. I think it all started with cake pops about 3 or 4 years ago. Cake pops were all the rage, you know, the little individual cake pops. And then what we've done is we now have the idea to do little bites, whether it's for entertaining classrooms, parties, or portion control. And seriously, and so with the Cutie cake pan, you can make 48 individual, and they're about quarter size.
So 48 if you talk about the cakes,
of these.
right?
And then 30 of the donuts, okay? And then I want to talk to you about how easy it is. So you don't have to make a homemade mix if you don't want to. You can use a box mix. Actually, I'll decorate some of these.
Okay, well that's what I usually do because my kids will tell you I'm a terrible baker. So if I use a box mix, am I using the whole box?
No, you're not.
Okay.
Actually, one pan, each of them use about half a box.
Oh, okay.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna follow the directions for temperature. What you're gonna do is never cook beyond 8 to 10 minutes. And you're gonna test just like you would anything else. You're gonna put a toothpick in it. Okay. And when it pulls out clean, it's ready. And you're always going to let them cool. But I do want to call out that Mrs. Fields has used carbon steel, heavy-duty carbon steel, which is basically like a professional weight with non-stick. So this is a really nice weight pan, both of them. And if you even look at your grocery store and go on that aisle that carries housewares, you will see that a not so high quality baking pan is not inexpensive there, and I just can't believe this is on clearance. Seriously.
How about that? Well,
really.
This is just fun. It's festive. It's about being creative. People love individual size. People love bite size. So if you entertain, think about changing up the whole look of all those favorite treats that your guests come and to know you for, but now just in a whole new presentation. And really, the compliments will just start coming your way because this is something that you typically expect to see at the bakery only or at the grocery store. And now you're bringing it to your home. It's a great gift for any baker in your life. It's a great housewarming gift. And I say, because it's now less than $20, that wishing well gift for the bride that's supposed to be that gift that's under $20. Give these, what a knockout. I mean, you become the star gift giver with something like this.
Just to give you a comparison, this is the Cutie cake. This is just vanilla or white or yellow cake mix. This is a regular size muffin, which is also the size of a cupcake. So just to give you a comparison, this is about the size of a quarter.
Okay.
Just to give you that. And you can use these with liners or without. And here is a pretty fancy cupcake. Now my son's teacher, whom I adore, Mrs. Kelly, hopefully she's asleep. We're giving her a surprise party on Friday at school.
Aww.
And what I was going to do is, because as you know, as a mom of little ones, some people like yellow, some people like chocolate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half and half. So you can do this any way you want to do it, and you can do red velvet. Let's just look here for some of the ideas. You can use gingerbread mix. You can use brownie mix. This is just inexpensive, easy glaze that's been drizzled over here. This is something fun for you to do as a family. You could make potato pancakes. You can make cheesecakes. You can make corn dogs. Really, your imagination.
Yeah, like with a little jalapeno in there.
Cornbread with jalapeno.
I love that.
And look, again, we're calling these donuts because of the shape, because they have a hole in them, but it's really just cake mix. And again, you can get as fancy as you want, but at my house, we're just into good. We're into good and fast at my house. So I'll be using the store-bought icing and the cake mix. But again, you can make 48 of the Cutie cakes or 30 of the Cutie donuts. Again, really, your imagination is the limit. It comes from Mrs. Fields, who is known around the country for almost 40 years for wonderful homemade cookies and baked good products. Carbon steel, heavy-duty construction, non-stick. Again, use it with a liner or without. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to let this cool down before you take them out and try to decorate.
Do you use non-stick on it? I mean, you said it's already coated non-stick, but I mean, if it calls for cooking spray, can we forego that step?
I would probably lightly spray it.
So just if it calls for it in the
very lightly, because
okay.
I do that when I do corn muffins and things like that. And just to give you an idea, this is what most of us have in our drawers or in our cabinets. And this is, again, a dozen of these, all right? Now, this is traditional. This is what everybody expects. But how cool is it to do something really unique and put your own little stamp on it?
Not only is it unique, but think about this. It can just be practical, because when you're making the big granddaddy muffins or donuts, I know my producer, Scott, this is the one he'd want, and he'd have it down.
Back off, Scott. My name's on it.
He'd have it down in about 10 to 15 seconds. He'd woof this down. But really, so many times, half a cupcake's eaten, and that's it. Even with my own kids, as much as they love sweets, they don't eat it all, and it becomes such a waste. Isn't it better maybe to have the smaller size so they eat the whole piece? So then you don't have the waste, you're saving yourself money. And what a great way if you're the snack mom for the baseball team.
And it's easy. In 8 to 10 minutes you can do this. We recommend, because they're so small, using a batter dispenser, a tablespoon, or a pastry bag.
Good call out.
You don't want to overfill these. You do not want to more is not better in this case, because you want them to be the size that you're of the actual mold.
Dishwasher safe?
Top rack dishwasher safe. This is one of those things, again, that's just me. I hand wash this, but yes, it is dishwasher safe. And oven safe to 425.
Okay.
It's just a really unique idea. This is actually patent pending on both of these designs, so there's nothing else on the market like this.
Awesome. Remember, with this set, you're getting the cake pan that will make 48 bite-sized cakes.
Cutie cakes.
And then the donut pan that'll make you 30, all for less than $20 from a name you know, Mrs. Fields. It's item K40907. All right, Sandy, I'll see you in a bit.